Okay, so today we're going to be talking about door vents and why our Q vent is a cut above the rest.
In the previous video, Sean and John talked about the importance of exhaust fans. However, in that video, we barely touching on the other critical component of your ventilation strategy, which is often overlooked, which is where you got the makeup air coming in. For most homes, the easiest way to provide makeup air is door grills.
Makeup air for exhaust, it can come from potentially walls, it can come from directly the outside. I know a lot of people just pitch windows open in bathrooms for makeup air to exhaust systems. Not ideal though, is it?
Well, unless you are in very temperate condition, such as if you live in Hawaii, then it's all right because you are not degrading the condition indoor. However, if you like us living in the cold and miserable Melbourne, Australia, in winter in particular, you don't really want to keep your window open for too long. Every now and then you open it to let some fresh air in, that's great. But if you leave your window open too long, it will cool down the surfaces in your bathroom, which is a definite no-no in terms of condensation and moisture management.
You're destined to get mold growing. I mean, I see that on many homes where you can see the occupant always leaves the window open, and then on the internal walls you can see mold growing.
Yep.
In bathrooms. So we've developed our own door grill, which we're going to actually move into shortly. But what I wanted to talk about firstly was what products are out there now and what are some of the drawbacks of some of these products. Also keeping in mind, it'd be great if these door vents and air transfer could also be used for ducted heating systems and allowing makeup air from ducted outlets getting back to the return as well. So Joseph, let's have a look at the current products that are available on the market. Very common product this is made out of aluminium. What are the drawbacks of this aluminium door vent?
Well, this aluminium door vent, the design of it have a lot of pathway for noise to go through, and also is a bit more restrictive in terms of airflow control.
Yep.
So it's a big improvement from just relying on your undercut.
Sure.
But if we consider the overall performance of this door grill, it may not even allow some of the common exhaust fan to extract what the building code require for exhaust air.
I've noticed these rattle quite a lot too once they've been installed for quite some time. But also the material itself, acoustically sound, dust just passes straight through it.
That's true, because based on the material, there is a lot of component assembled together. There's a lot of junction.
Yeah.
Over time, it will start to get loosened and shaky.
Yeah, but also it's a very commercial look.
Well, almost industrial.
We're currently running some airflow through this and we're measuring the pressure with this wonderful Retrotech manometer. We're getting 3.6 PA. Let's swap it out with our door vent and just see what the pressure does, whether it goes up or down, which will prove basically that our door vent, Q vent, can alleviate pressure better than what this
Have
can.
a less pressure drop.
Exactly. So here it is.
The beautiful Q vents developed by Efficiency Matrix locally and manufactured here in the land of Australia.
In Melbourne. It's made out of an ABS plastic and it is pre-installed with foam strips for acoustics. But the actual path that sound has to go through this particular product means that it gets a better acoustic performance even without the foam for all the current existing products on market. And you also get with it a way more modern looking product than anything else that's available on the market. I mean, basically louvers and door vents haven't evolved really for the last
God knows how long.
Exactly.
Eternity.
With the airflow that we're getting here now, it's gone down to 3.3, 3.4. So it's around a 0.2, 0.3 Pascal difference. So that's including the airflow.
Very generous undercut here.
Yeah, at the bottom of the door. What we've got to also realise is that newer fans that we can get on the market now can handle higher pressure. It's obviously not a good idea to have extremely high pressures in bathrooms because it can hamper or be a lot harder to open doors.
Particularly for senior citizens.
Also, the more pressure buildup you've got in here with poor design fans where they've got big gaping holes to the roof area, more air is being exhausted from the roof directly out of the fan, which defeats the purpose quite significantly. So we need to make or provide make-up air for our exhaust systems to work properly, especially if they're poor designed exhaust systems that may have been installed in our homes. Joseph, let's also talk about some of the cheaper options for door vents and what some of the drawbacks for those are. So Joey, this is a cheaper product made in China, but you can see screw fixings are quite prominent, not as elegant a design as what we've produced.
Well, this product, if I'm forced to use it, I would only use it in my garden shed. And the other drawback, you can literally see through the louvers. With this beautiful Q vent, it's not limited to be installed for toilet ventilation. For a lot of older homes still got centralized ducted heating system, there is one component always omitted is how is the heated air go back to the return in the center of the home. If you shut the door at night when you are sleeping, you have double whammy there. One is you increase your CO2 concentration in your bathroom, and also you are limiting the return air, which makes your ducted heating system a lot less efficient. Because this van got your privacy protection as well as acoustic performance, is perfectly fitted to be installed in your bedroom as well.
The other potential use for this as well is for ventilation systems, passive house ventilation systems, allowing fresh air to get back to all your bathrooms and laundries. So it's quite a versatile product that can be used in high performance homes, but also to alleviate overpressurizations in leaky homes when we're mechanically inducing a pressure differential in them.
A lot of people think that door grill is just an opening with a little bit of louvers there to somehow protect your privacy. However, for most people who have a high standard on the way how they live, the common product of door grill seems against the aesthetic of what they prefer. Even though they may need it, some of them would come up with an alternative. A lot of builders, they try to have an easy solution just to have a bigger undercut. However, from a lot of our experiments, we find that if you want to have a proper airflow through your bathroom door, for example, you need to have an undercut like 25 to 30 mil, which is in the old imperial scale an inch plus. That is a very big opening, and if you care about your privacy, you really don't want to have a gap that big.
So there are a couple of drawbacks to having such a large gap at the bottom of the door. Firstly, that gap might be reduced depending on the floor furnishings. Acoustics and containing of sound between one room to another is also a major issue as well, isn't it?
This is particularly a prominent issue now because of the high real estate costs and the cost of living keep going up. A lot of people now choose to live in a share house situation, and privacy become more and more a critical consideration.
So you might be wondering to yourself, where can you get a hold of this product? It's available on Tighthouse. We've manufactured this product in Australia, in Melbourne. It's exclusively a Tighthouse product. So go to our website, tighthouse.com.au.